Hello everybody and welcome back to Season 32 of the Pokemon Cup series. Today it is the All-Star Weekend here at the Bajkarneki Circuit in Latvia, and as always we start things off with the Showdown Race. Now here's the entry list for the Showdown Race. As you see, these are all the drivers that have not won a race this season, and they are 20 to be exact. So only 2 drivers out of those 20 will move on into the All-Star Race. So we already have 22 cars locked in. Excuse me. We already have 22 cars locked into the All-Star Race itself. So 2 more drivers from the Showdown will make up the rest of the All-Star Race field. We will have 24 total cars in that All-Star Race. So the Showdown is going to have 2 segments, a 5-lap segment and a 10-lap segment. And the winners of each segment, of course, will go on to the All-Star Race. Very simple as that. The qualifying order is random. It is completely random. We don't know who's going to be on the pole, and it could be anybody. So let's look at who's going to be starting on the pole today. For the Showdown Stage 1 is going to be Philip Goldberg in the number 20. Very fitting because he is the defending series champion. On the outside of the front row is Marcos Yepes in the 5. Nathan Stapleton, Marcus Sacchi will start in row 2. Christian Vargas and Carter Friesen start row 3. Derek Hamill and Luke Walker start row 4. And Andrew Miller, John Andrews start in row 5. Row 6 has Zach Fitzwater and Alexander Rowe. Row 7 is Joshua Saculli and Anthony Lopez. Row 8 is Patrick Smith and Pete Chu. Row 9 is Jonathan Wong, Cody Smart, and Steve Morgan and Aiden Milliken round out the field for the Showdown Race. Again, this is the first stage. Is going to be 5, or segment, whatever you want to call it. There's going to be 5 laps with no cautions. So if they wreck out, even if they wreck in the back, they will continue to race until they get to the checkers. And then the second stage or segment will be a 10-lap dash to the finish for the final spot into the All-Star Race. We'll get to the All-Star Races format when we get there, but first, we're gonna kick the Showdown off. Here we go. The green flag waves in the All-Star Showdown at Bajkarneki. 5-lap first stage. Here we go. So far, Goldberg's off to a good start. Ooh, a little slip up there, and here comes Yepes for the lead. And yep, looks like Goldberg, though, stays alive, and he still is the leader. Yepes down low on the bottom as well, so we'll see if Yepes will make his move into the corners. Ooh, a little bit of grass on the 20 car. It could be an advantage for the 5. Looks a little low. You see the 5 car trying to hang on tight now. Little battle for third here between Carter Friesen and Nathan Stapleton. First lap's going to go to the number 20 of Goldberg. And Goldberg's got a little bit of a breathing room down to the bottom. And Luke Walker battling with Christian Vargas for the position there. And so far, now the drivers have separated a little bit for now. Things could develop could change in an instant though, in just only a few laps. We've seen aggressive moves happen in the very last laps here at Bajkarneki in all the races we've been at this track. So we might see more aggressive moves at the end of this one. All going for those good position spots. Looks like the 5 wants to go on the high line, trying to look for an opportunity to make a pass. Here comes Luke Walker trying to get 5th from Marcus Sachi. Ooh, a little smack in the wall there. And yet he's still running and he's still battling for position. And lap 3 now with just 3 to go. Ooh, Sachi a little off grass here. And now Luke's going to go by. And he's going to get the position from Marcus Sachi. 12 car trying to also fight back for the position back. But Walker's going to clear the 12. Wow, looks like in the last corners, the 5 car is the best one. But in the first corners, the 20 car is the best one. Only one will probably lock his or her spot into the next round, into the All-Star race, though. But we won't find out until the last laps. Ooh, look at this. Friesen trying to bump out Stapleton. Contact! And Stapleton goes around with Friesen, and he's in the wall. Wow, they went way too close to each other. S32 got taken out, and again, there are no cautions here in the showdown. And I don't think there'll be cautions in the All-Star race. But, wow, Stapleton was dumped. That was just incredible. Wow, that's probably the things that they want to see in the front. But for now, it's staying neutral. 2 laps to go in the showdown after an eventful one with Nathan Stapleton being crashed out. We'll see who's going to survive and who's going to move up another position. Here comes Vargas. Gonna get by Friesen. And that's for 5th place. And now Vargas up now as well in that top 5 spot. But this is the battle we're focusing here for the spot into the All-Star race. Yepes the low line. Can he get to Goldberg? Here we go side by side. Into the corner into the S's. Yepes takes the lead now over Goldberg. Goldberg trying to fight back. Trying to hang on tight and keep the position alive. We're coming to the white flag. Yepes in the wall. And looks like Goldberg's going to pull ahead again. White flag in the first stage. Goldberg just got through Yepes as Yepes hit the wall after he took the lead. Luke Walker down low for 3rd place. Could be critical if he wants to make his way into the All-Star race. And Walker is up to 3rd place. He went by Marcus Sachi. Looks like he might be moving to the front row into the start of stage 2, the last stage of the showdown. It looks like Yepes will have to wait for a chance in the front row in stage 2. Final corners for the defending champion. He had not won a race this season. That's why he's racing in the showdown. But now, he just won the first stage possibly and made himself into the All-Star race. Well deserved. Final corners in stage 1 for Philip Goldberg. And he is going to do it. Philip Goldberg, after a hard-fought battle with Marcos Yepes, he'll take stage 1 and he'll move on to the All-Star race at Biker Necky. So Philip Goldberg makes his way on to the All-Star race with the win at stage 1. And let's see the results from the first stage here in the showdown. There you see the order that they'll start off. Goldberg will be in the back instead of not racing in stage 2. He'll be starting in the rear of the field in stage 2 since he already won stage 1. But probably he's going to use that stage 2 as just warm-up laps to get ready for the All-Star race itself. So anyway, stage 2's coming up next here at Biker Neck. Alrighty guys, here we are in stage 2, the last stage here of the showdown. It's going to be 10 laps. And again, it's going to be caution free. And Marcos Yepes, who was second in the first stage, will start on the pole in stage 2. The green flag back again in the showdown. Luke Walker on the front row. He took second from Marcus Sachi before the end of the stage, and that's critical. He's in the front row and he's got a better start than Sachi does. And Luke Walker pulls away. He got a better start than the 5 car did. It's like the 5 could not catch a break in any of these starts. Compared to Goldberg was on the pole in stage 1, he had a good start. But the 5 car just didn't. And now we see Christian Vargas in 3rd place. He moves up to 3rd away from Sachi. It was a close call there at the beginning of the stage. But it's going to be a 10-lap second stage. No cautions. So it's going to be all... They're going to go all out. They're going to be all out and expect these guys to make moves. Oh, wow. Vargas a little close on Sachi. A little paint rubbing there. Nearly wrecking the 12 out, but he does save the car and he loses position. Could have been a lot worse though, but man, was that close. Carter Friesen down low, gonna go for a position for Derek Hamill, but the only position that matters in this showdown is first. See if Hamill can work his way up. Hamill might get a good run out of this, but he wants first place like everybody else. I know everybody's looking for first place like all the other drivers here today. Hamill just went by Friesen. And Rowe is going on the grass. Might lose a position to 31. Uh-oh. Oh, no! 78 just got turned around. That is Anthony Lopez. He got turned around in the middle of the pack. Well, that's a tough break on that 78 part. Wow. Lopez gets turned around in the back of the pack. And that's what these guys are trying to do. Trying to wreck each other out. All to get that one spot into the All-Star race. Here comes 72, Andrew Miller, moving on up over John Andrews. And the 72 got by as well, so he gets over John Andrews in the 51. What a move there on that car. As the 62 though, the other one pulls away already from Yepes in the 5 car. There comes 51 of John Andrews down low. And Andrews goes by the 72. He gets his revenge. Look at Christian Vargas. He's closing in on the 5 car. It's like the 5 car, unfortunately, is dropping. 5 car has dropped a lot of momentum since the start of the stage. Now he's just trying to catch up to the 62 car. And Christian Vargas hoping for an opportunity here to get second and possibly close in on the 62 car. They've all been trying to catch up to Luke Walker. Looks like Lopez is going to be a little fine, but it's going to take him a while before he can catch up to the pack. And if he does catch up, well, it's a very long shot now for him to make an impact on anything. A little battle here between Jonathan Wong and Cody Smart. A little bit tight here. And Smart gets by Wong for now. Oh, look at Goldberg. He's just racing for nothing, but still racing like he's trying to compete for, trying to warm up here. Ooh, 3 wide there between Wong and Smart, and Goldberg nearly crashing into each other, but able to survive. It looked like, though, the 12 car might have a run against the 95. The tables turned a little bit there. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe Sachi might still get third from the 95. He's looking low, and he doesn't have the momentum. Sure looked like he was going to get a run there. Carter Friesen, though, does get the momentum against the 41, though. Got him. Now up to the, I believe, the 7th spot. Top 10, though, but still won't be enough, possibly, to get him into the All-Star race. Looks like Rowe was trying to fight back here. Rowe was trying to fight back on that car. Oh, a little grass there. Could be the opportunity the 12's looking for. That 12 car is right on the bumper of the 95. That could be a chance for Sachi to try again. Just 5 laps left in stage 2. Your leader is still Luke Walker and has been since the very first lap of stage 2. Walker trying to join his sister Leia in the race itself. Leia's actually running in this race because she won earlier this season, even though she and Luke only competed in a handful of races. So Luke pulls away almost a 2-second lead. This has been his segment. This has been the segment he wants to do. He wants to join Leia, and they want to run in the showdown, in the All-Star race itself. And it would be a lot of fun to see those two run against each other one-on-one in the All-Star race itself. And their good buddy Pichu is running, I believe, in the showdown right here. Not a factor at all, but he'll probably be happy just watching the two walkers battle for possibly the All-Star race win. Four to go in the showdown. Looks like Vargas closed in on the 5 again. It's like Vargas is good on the last turns. Vargas is the one that's better than the 5. Maybe he'll eventually try to make a move on that 5 car. Speaking of moves, Zach Fitzwater moves up over the 31 of Joshua Secully and the 1 of Patrick Smith. Ford gets the pass. Seems that Lopez has almost caught up with the pack again, but he was the only one that spun out in stage 2. Guess they're saving all the drama for the last laps. Ooh, contact with the 5 car. Vargas just almost took out Yepes, battling for 2nd place. Drama already. Yepes gets taken out by the 95, battling for 2nd. Yepes is really slow, and he'll come down pit road. And that's it for him, possibly making in to the All-Star race. Wow, that was an interesting development. The battle for 2nd, though, is insane. Oh, Yepes, he can't believe it. He's not going to race in the All-Star race. That is just heartbreaking for the 5 car. That's just pure heartbreak. Wow, he just could not believe it. And he's done. He's out. He's given up. They're not even going to try to repair his car. He's given up this race. He knows that he's not going to make the All-Star race. Oh, that's just heartbreaking. Wow. That is incredibly heartbreaking for the 5 car not to make the All-Star race. He was 2nd in the first stage after coming so close to Goldberg, passing on the final laps, and now he gets crashed out by the 95, battling for 2nd place. And now he's out of the 2nd stage. He doesn't even get to finish it. Wow. We could see a lot of moves like that in the All-Star race itself. This is a road course. Anything can happen. 2 laps to go in stage 2. And looks like Luke Walker might not have any competitors at all. This might just be a cakewalk for him in Stage 2. And he will be up against Leia Walker in that all-star race, along with the other drivers that have won a race this season in Season 32. That'll be fun to see. All those race winners going one-on-one against each other, battling it out in the road course to Biker Necky, bumping and running each other, beating and banging, and probably spinning each other out. We could see a lot of that happen here in the All-Star Race. And that was just probably what we could expect to see. What we saw in Stage 2 probably could be the beginning of an exciting race. Well, second is not going to matter, but it's safe to say Christian Vargas might just have second down pat. But he knows he's not going to be able to win the advance to the All-Star race unless if Luke Walker somehow slips up. White flag in the air in the showdown with 1 lap to go. Philip Goldberg won Stage 1, and now Luke Walker is just a couple turns away from winning Stage 2 and becoming the last driver to make the All-Star race. Goldberg got by a little bit on Stapleton. He's just getting his car warmed up for the race itself. A lot of action in the back mostly. But in the front, though, it's all been about Luke Walker. Down to the S-curves for the final time in the showdown, and then he'll be ready for the All-Star race itself. He'll join Leia Walker and the other race winners of the season in battling for bragging rights in the big All-Star race. Down the S's the final time. No competition behind him, so he's just pretty much good to go to the end. Luke Walker comes off final turn. He'll win Stage 2 in the All-Star Showdown. The last driver to make the All-Star race here at Biker Necky. Pretty tame ending for a good, exciting weekend, but it's just beginning. Just like I said, it is only the beginning. Luke Walker wins here and the second stage in the All-Star Showdown. He and Philip Goldberg will both be in the All-Star race, along with the other 22 drivers that made their way into the All-Star race. So when we come back, the All-Star race itself is about to begin from Biker Necky. Alrighty guys, here we are in the All-Star race itself, and the format's going to be a little different. We will have 4 stages instead of 2, and they'll all consist of 5 laps each. The twist is the bottom 5 drivers will be eliminated after each and every stage. That will leave a 10-car final 5-lap stage to determine who will win the All-Star race. No cautions on any of the stages, by the way, so anything goes here. So here are the entry lists for all the drivers of the All-Star race. We bet you earlier 2 drivers moved on over from the showdown, Luke Walker and Philip Goldberg. And the rest of the field are race winners. They have won at least 1 race this season. Johnny Gardner starts on the pole here in the All-Star race in the number 2 car. He's the only driver with 2 wins this season. And O'Neal Belvin is on the front row with him. Belvin, of course, the highest driver in points in the regular season so far, hoping to win the regular season title. Igor Barreto and Cody Lupner in row 2, James Richardson, Robert Smith in row 3, Roger Rainey and Canary in row 4, Matthew M. Devin Leia Walker, row 5, row 6, Jonathan Wong and Eli Bright, row 7 is Cullen Francis, Grayson Acevedo, row 8 is Justin Roberts and Colin Manoli, row 9 is Jonathan Fast, Michael Cano, row 10 Diego Yepes, Alex Hawkins, row 11 is Chase Marks, Rich Roy, and John Gilbert's also in this race, and the 2 showdown drivers, Goldberg and Luke Walker. So there'll be 4 5-lap stages in the All-Star race with no cautions. So anything goes from here. And we will have bottom 5 drivers eliminated after each stage. So it's going to be a lot of fun to see how these drivers will run here in the road course of Biker Necky. Pace car comes down. The first 5-lap stage about to get underway. The first of 4 5-lap stages here in the All-Star Race. So here we go. Green flag waves. The All-Star Race is underway. Again, bottom 5 drivers are eliminated after each stage. And it will be down to 10 cars in the final stage of the race. And that will determine who wins. Cody Lupt. Oh, by the way, the stage winners are immune and automatically move on to the next stage. So I almost forgot to mention that. Cody Lupton, what a move. He's taking the lead from 4th place to the lead already in stage 1. We see if we see drivers wrecking each other out, it might be a bad sign, because you don't want to wreck yourselves out and get yourselves out of the race already in an instant. Lupton leads. He comes from 4th place to the lead. What a jump he's made on the start of the race. Still very first stage though, early. But still, if Lupton wins a stage, he's immune from the bottom 5 for the rest of the race until the last stage. We'll see if Lupton can hang on right now. And the bottom 5, let's look in. Luke Walker, Marks, Goldberg, Gilbert, and look at Hawkins trying to avoid being part of the final 5. Oh boy, Hawkins gets by Gilbert, and now he's trying to get the 14. Everybody's been trying to get the 14. That's the last spot, and now the 21 and 10 have wrecked. Oh my gosh. Robert Smith and Yin Canario, they wreck each other out. Bam! 21 and 10 have crashed. That means 2 that could possibly... Yep, 2 of them are going down. Those guys are pretty much out of it now. That means John Gilbert's in the driver's seat. I'm on the bottom. The ones that serve the last man to survive. Possibly in the first stage. If he can hang on. Smith's on pit road. He's already done. His day is already over in the All-Star Race. Canary is still hanging on, trying to at least finish the race. Goldberg, Marks, Luke Walker. Marks and Walker both trying to battle to gain up ground on the 96. That's the driver they're looking out for to see if they can make the move. That's the one that has the last spot into the next round. Oh, look at the 20 closing in on the 96. So far, they've stayed alive. Everybody else has stayed alive. 2 laps to go in stage number 1. And John Gilbert sitting comfortably in that last spot. As we mentioned earlier, Robert Smith's out, so John Gilbert could be the last one in the stage 2. And the Showdown winners would obviously be out already, even though they're both working hard to try to get in the front. Trying to get into that final spot. We could see both Showdown drivers out already in stage 1. Cody Lupton trying to win stage 1 to make himself automatically into the final 4. I mean, the final 10 drivers, the final 4th stage. One more lap for Cody Lupton. Can he do it? Can he hang on and win stage 1? We'll see. So far, John Gilbert, he's stayed alive into that last spot into stage 2. And Lupton is not doing anything crazy just so that he can lock himself into the next round. Lock himself into the final round, I should say, in this all-star race. John Gilbert a little bit more of an edge, with those two battling each other out for a position, which is probably going to be meaningless. Final corners, Lupton. Garner looks like a little bit of an edge on the last gas, but doesn't look like he's going to catch up to Cody Smart to win stage 1. Mark's going to try to get by those two, but it's going to be Cody Lupton winning the first stage of the All-Star Race. And it looks like John Gilbert is going to be the last driver to make it into stage 1. And stage 1 is complete in the All-Star Race. Cody Lupton has won, and he will be into the final round. He's assured of being in the final round. He'll be assured of being in the final round in the final 10-car duel. So we'll see him there. And the 5 drivers eliminated from stage 1 are Robert Smith, Ying Canario, Luke Walker, Philip Goldberg, and Chase Marks. John Gilbert makes his way in the last spot into stage 2. And we'll be back. Here we go, folks. It's stage 2 here in the All-Star Race of 4 stages. There you see Lupton will start from the rear since he won stage 1, is already into the final 4th segment. And now green flag waves in stage 2, another 5-lap stage coming up. Who's going to join Lupton into the final stage? Three wide again. Here comes Barretto. Barretto trying to make it past 3 wide. Trying to pull off what the 24 did earlier. And Richardson gets a better jump. And he leads. Richardson, what a jump he got. The 11 car is already off and running. Little battle here, and I believe the 17 of Jonathan Fast has the last spot into the next round. Cano and Hawkins both battle for that last spot in. Lupton, we know that he is already in as a winner in the stage, in the race, so he's already sure to be into the final stage. And the 11 car pulls ahead already. Balvin's second. Oh, Garner's in the wall, and now the 15 takes third away. And it looks like Jonathan Fast has the last spot into the next round. Jonathan Fast has the last spot since Lupton already locked himself in. He's Lupton's last place, but he's already locked into the final stage by winning stage 1. He's just in the back just so that the others have a chance to win a stage in the All-Star Race. Another 5 drivers will be eliminated after this stage. Will be down to just 15 cars in stage 3, and stage 4 will only be a 10-car dash to the finish. Winner take all. Nothing on the line. Everything's going to nothing on the line but just bragging rights. Ooh, look at Gilbert trying to hang on tight. And Hawkins trying to catch up to Jonathan Fast because Fast has the last spot into the next round. And now Fast is passed by 34 Manoli. And now Manoli has the last spot into the next round. Manoli's trying to get by Hawkins. Can Manoli try to get by the 22 car? Manoli's trying to get by, trying to squeeze on by. Hawkins stays his position. Oh no, wait, Manoli has the first spot out. And that would mean that Hawkins would be the one that stayed alive in that position. If he stays, Hawkins is going to move on. Hawkins will be the one that moves on. So we'll see about that. Looks like Richardson's not doing anything crazy in that last stage. Gonna probably save that for the All-Star race itself, or the last stage itself. I mean, he's in the lead. There's really nothing. There's no mistake. There's no really aggressive move he should make right now. Look at Acevedo. All these guys shouldn't make aggressive moves. Oh, they're almost 3 wide down the low line. Bright's trying to make it in. Hawkins trying to gain position. Maybe Hawkins trying to avoid being eliminated. Manoli, the odd one out. Could be a chance for him to make a pass. Cano gonna try to go by. Now the 13 might be in the final spot, transfer spot in. If Hawkins gets by the 13 would be in the final transfer spot in. But anything can change in an instant. And up in front. There comes Bright again. Gonna try it again. Side by side. Bright right now has the advantage. Still side by side in that last spot for possible advancement. And we are down to the white flag with 1 to go in stage 2. One car slow. And that's Rich Roy. Rich Roy has crashed out. Rich Roy has just spun out. Well, Rich Roy was down below with the 24 anyway. So, Roy's going to be last. It's assured. Yepes would be out. Then Gilbert, Manoli, and Canto. So this position spot is going to be just to hang on over who can hang on to Canto first. Still side by side. Anything goes at this point. If these two wreck out, it's gonna really change the setup. Canna wants the opportunity to get by. Is he gonna be able to do it? Can he get there? And the 13 clears the 22. Now 22 trying to hang on over 33. And James Richardson might be assured of being in the last spot, the last stage in the race. Cano trying to hang on tight, trying to get by Hawkins to knock him out. Let's see if he can do it. Final chances for him. Last chance to stay in the hunt. But it doesn't look like Richardson's going to give up that lead. And James Richardson is going to make it to the final stage in the All-Star race with the Stage 2 win. And Hawkins will survive. Hawkins will get the last transfer spot into the 3rd stage. There's Rich Roy, the last car to cross the start-finish line. The drivers that are out from Stage 2 are Rich Roy, Diego Yepes, John Gilbert, Kyle Manoli, and Michael Canto. Lupton is in because he won Stage 1 earlier, so Hawkins is the one that owns the last transfer spot into Stage 2. And James Richardson has won, and he is immune until the final stage to decide who wins the All-Star race. So when we come back, Stage 3 is up next. Here we go in Stage 3, the last stage before we get to the final round here in Biker Necky. Our 2 stage winners are in the back, Again, bottom 5, except for those two 24-11, will be eliminated, and it'll be down to 10 cars battling for the win. So basically, if you finish in the top, if you finish in, I believe, the top 8 or top 10, even if Lupton and Richardson go down low, then I believe it's the top 8 that'll move on, and those two drivers automatically move on as well. So being in the top 8 assures you of being into the next round. So these guys have got to be in the top 8 at least in order to make it to the final stage. Here we go, green flags in the air here at Biker Necky. Stage 3's underway. The better jump went to Leia Walker in the 92 over the 23. Look at the 23 still trying to fight back. 23 still trying to fight it out. See if she could hang on and win stage 3. Roberts and Wong battle for possibly the last position in. As Richardson and Lupton are non-factors. So right now the 5 out would be Hawkins, Bright, Fast, Francis, and who's ever behind either Wong or Roberts. Oh, Roberts loses it. Francis trying to get the opportunity to make the pass, and Jonathan Wong pulls away. Leia Walker as well pulls ahead of the leaders. It's going to be a crazy, crazy last stage for sure. Leia can hang on. She'll be into the next. Well, if she can be in the top 8 at least. If she finishes top 8 in this last stage, she'll be in. Wong has the last spot to transfer. Could be a preview of what's to come in the final stage for these guys. Any one of these guys could be a winner. The All-Star Race. Wong trying to hang on over Cullen Francis for the last transfer spot. Battle between Gardner and Barretto. Barretto is trying to pass, trying to avoid being passed, and he gets passed. And now Acevedo battling with MDev. Ooh, a little contact between those two. Could have been a real changer if they made contact. Now they do. Barretto's in the grass. He hits the wall. Now he's losing positions. Hits at the 47. He got bumped by the 2. Now he's looking low, and he's probably going to be out of the top 10, top 8. Acevedo hit the wall as well. Field is separating. And right now, I believe Barretto's out of it. Wow. And these guys are now battling for the last spot in. Acevedo makes it. Barretto trying to fight back. What a twist. Wow, aggressive move on Gardner. And Barretto's out of the top 8. What a turnaround. What a turnaround. My goodness. Barretto gets knocked out in the top 8 after getting bumped by Johnny Gardner. That is incredible. We'll see if he can get revenge here. He might get passed by Bright. 13. That might be what Acevedo needs. Oh my gosh. Here comes Bright. Contact with Barretto. Trying to really gamble in there. And look at that. Belvin just took the lead from Leia. Right in that corner. Belvin just took the lead away from Leia Walker. How about that? Belvin is now the leader. Whoa. I'm sure Belvin's been waiting to finally make the All-Star race. And this might be the time he makes it. 8th place is Acevedo, but Wong and MDev battling, so you never know. These guys could make contact, and this could be a different story. Ooh, crossover Wong trying to pull the crossover. MDev losing for 47. Now he's dropping back, and he's losing it. Could be down the 8th. If Acevedo can get him by, we'll see. It might mean MDev might not make it. Here we go in the corner. MDev trying to come back. Trying to pass by 47. Side by side. Oh no, Gardner spins. Johnny Gardner's around. Johnny Gardner went around. He hits Jonathan Wong. Johnny Gardner went around. Hitting Lupton, making contact. And Gardner looks like he might be out. Looks like the last spot is now Igor Barretto's. So Barretto got lucky. White flag though in the last stage. The race continues in the back. 47 and 19 battle. That's for 4th position. He's got there. Into the 5th spot. If they're still battling, things might turn for the worse. 5th place. Now MDev is dropped to 5th. Barretto still owns the last transfer spot in. Barretto is still transferring. Robert's gonna try everything he can to make a pass on the 15. Down the final corners. Will they survive? Balvin looks like he might hang on for the stage win. More importantly though, he'll be alive for another day. Ooh, Wong nearly contact with the 48. That could have turned for the worse. But Wong's gonna hang on, and the 23 of O'Neal Balvin will win stage 3. And who's the last driver in the field to make it in? Oh, Wong just barely got in. It looked like Wong slowed down, but he barely got in the final minute. Jonathan Wong survives in the very last corner. Right there, he slowed down, and Wong just beat out Roberts for the last transfer spot. What a relief. Wong just made it in the last spot. Along with Lupton and Richardson. They'll both be starting on the front row in the final stage since they won the stages. First stages. Wow, what a weird stage. So, drivers are out. Gardner, Hawkins, Fast, Bryan, and Roberts. They'll be out, and it'll be down to 10 cars to decide who wins the All-Star race. So stick around. The last stage is coming up. Here we are, folks, the last final stage to determine who will win the All-Star race at Biker Necky. And on the pole, of course, the final stage is stage 1 winner, Cody Lupton. Then there's stage 2 winner, James Richardson, and stage 3 winner, O'Neal Balvin. And the rest were determined on the order they finished in stage 3. Leia Walker, Roger Ray, Colin Francis, Grayson Acevedo, Igor Barretto, Matthew MDev, and Jonathan Wong. All battling for bragging rights here in the All-Star race. Oh boy, who knows what's going to happen this final 5-lap stage. This is going to be a lot of fun to see. 10 cars left to battle for the win. Let's see who's going to come out on top. The green flag waves. Final stage underway at Biker Necky. And look at Richardson, already off to a good start. The 11th car, great start for him already. Leia's going to try to battle for second against the 24. Ooh, a little tight there on the contact. Richardson, though, got the better jump. Now the 24 trying to catch up to the 11. But you never know, though. Things could change in an instant. And here we go again. Leia's trying to battle for third place against the 23 of Belvin. But how about the 11 getting the better jump? Oh, a little contact. Nothing serious, though. And we continue. So Richardson got the better jump over Lupton. Wow, almost a second already. Man, he might dominate this stage. Might win the All-Star race again. But we'll see. Now third place goes to Belvin. And the top 3 stage winners, of course, battling for the win. Leia's going to try to get third from the 23. Here we go again. Down low for Leia. Can she get the pass? And it looks like she will. She'll get the pass to the front to third place. Now here comes the 47 of Cullen Francis. Francis goes 4th place. Oh, well, look at Roger Ray trying to go up high on the 23. Able to survive, though. Three laps to go in in the final stage in the All-Star race. 11's car's lead is even bigger than it was before. That 11 car sure wants to win the All-Star race. And the 48 of Acevedo passes by Cullen Francis. Balvin. Balvin has just struggled in the start. But look at the 11 go. He is just on fire. He just pulled away from everybody after that start. And he just hasn't looked back. Might be an anticlimactic end to this race, but at least we know who would win the All-Star for sure in this track. Oh, Roger Ray nearly spun the 47 around, but he's able to continue. 2 to go at Biker Necky for James Richardson. Can he hold on over the 24? Oh, wow. Look at the gain that the 24 got. Can pull 2 more laps like that, or even better, he might actually have a chance to beat against the 11 on the final laps. So this race is not over. James Richardson, one of the best drivers in the series. At one season, he won 3 races, so he's done pretty consistent. Winning an All-Star race would be awesome for him in the 11 car. And Cody Lupton being a rookie, it would just be as awesome for him to win the All-Star race too, but only one will have the bragging rights to do so. It was a fun weekend, though. A great try to go to Biker Necky and have an all-star weekend there at a road course. It was really unique. With a unique format, there was some excitement to it. I'd say it was a pretty good weekend for sure. Here we go to the white flag with 1 lap to go in the all-star race. And the last lap for James Richardson. Looks like Richardson, if he stays neutral, he's going to win this race. So it was a pretty exciting one throughout. Richardson was the stage 2 winner, and he got that win, and a well-deserved one. Was able to pull away on that start of the race, able to win it, and able to possibly get that winning move. Final couple corners for the 11 car. Looks like no competition will be behind him at all. But boy, will it be a great all-star win, a great experience win, an experience win for the 11 car of James Richardson. Final corners for the 11. And he's going to do it. James Richardson's going to be an all-star race winner. And just a few turns away. And there he is. James Richardson comes off the final turn to win the all-star race here in Season 32 of the Pokemon Cup Series. And what a win it is for James Richardson in the 11 car today at Biker Necky. And the results of the final stage on the left, it was a phenomenal all-star race weekend throughout here in a road course. It was really unique to see these cars go at it at the big road course of Biker Necky, as James Richardson gets the win here today in the all-star race. So we will see you guys next time. The World Tour will begin in Argentina. The new track in Argentina will make its debut in the PCS to kick off World Tour 32. You don't want to miss it because it's going to be a fun one. Because it's a new track. It's a unique and new track. Can't wait to try it out. We hope to see all of you guys there. And we'll see you in Argentina.